Well, hey there, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Island Church Weekly Podcast, a very chilly edition, as we are all,
Yes.
we're all bundled up. Although I got some team members up in the Midwest, and I gotta say, when I hear them say it is, one girl's in Colorado Springs, she said it's negative degrees today. I say, you know what? It's pretty good to be in Florida. It's pretty good to be in
That's right.
Florida. Pastor Will, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I think you nailed on the weather. We're certainly concerned about the people that have lost, still lost some
Yeah,
power, and I think there's been some loss of life, and we think about just the tragedies. But here, it's just a little chilly is all for us, and good to be in Florida, good to be here, and good to be with our people. And we had another great Sunday this past week, Matt.
awesome. Tell me about it. How was it?
Well, it was good. We had quite a full house, and
Yeah,
that was a good thing for us, and just a warm spirit in our church. Of course, our people typically are very warm towards our guests and stuff. We had some repeat guests, and we have some people coming back from the north. We certainly love to see our seasonal people come and engage with us, and then our church family. So it's just a good overall week and good spirit in the church, good singing, and we brought Hack up to the front. Let him sing
awesome.
again, an old hymnal, and I think he was
Yeah,
singing, learning those songs 9 months before he was born. His dad was a
he's
worship
been singing
pastor,
forever.
and so that was good. And then I did a message. If you didn't hear it, and I just encourage people to go back and to take a listen to it. It's
Yeah,
what's in your hand, and it really is a very simple, very straightforward message. And you just think about all the ordinary kind of things that God used in people's hands. He put in their hands, and so it made the woman at the well. Even Matt, you and I were
yeah.
talking just before we started recording, but even the woman at the well, all she was doing was just going to get some water.
Yep, that's it. Just doing her normal life stuff, right?
Right? She didn't know she was going to have an encounter with Jesus, and around the water, her life was going to be eternity was going to be changed, and that she
Yeah,
was going to go back and tell others, and their eternity would be changed. And
yeah,
so, while we don't typically hand out waters, although occasion events when it's hot around here we do, but yeah, people have cups of coffee, which reminds us of our building this bridge, the future, and all that's going to happen around a cup of coffee. But everyone has something in their hands, and so I encourage you to go back and if you missed this past Sunday, take a look, listen to that, and then
yeah,
ask the Lord, say, "Hey, what's in my hand?" And then,
yeah,
God, am I willing to let you use whatever gifts or talents or experiences? And sometimes, Matt, what the Lord uses is hurts of our experience,
yeah,
hurtful experiences. He certainly can use our successes,
yeah,
but Paul talked about, I'm the chief among sinners. I persecuted the church. Why did I do the very thing I wish I wouldn't do? And so, I mean, the Bible is full of people that are
yeah,
just like us, and they're on a spiritual journey, and we have some advantages. We have Christ and His resurrection that they didn't. Well, later they have when they started writing the Bible, but early
yeah.
on they didn't have that. And we have the Holy Spirit can live within us, and so anyway, it was a great Sunday.
Awesome, awesome. Well, what's coming up that folks need to know about? I know, I mean, we were just talking about it before. Don't look up, but it's about to be Easter soon. Like
Well,
it's
that's right. That's right. Well, this to help us get ready for Easter, we're going to have this week. We have a momentum. It's a Sunday night. If you haven't participated in that, just come. It's
yeah,
not anything like a business meeting. It is more casual and light. And we just kind of review some of the things. We look at some pictures. Sometimes they're even funny. Some of the
yeah.
things that just celebrate what God's been doing among our church, and we look ahead towards what's coming up. And so this week at 5:15, we get together for chili.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's a good week for it too. It really
It's a good
is.
week for chili, Matt.
Yep.
All different types of chili.
Okay.
So white chili, red chili, spicy
Whatever you
chili, not spicy chili.
yeah,
Point me to the spicy, and that's where I'll stay away from.
yeah.
So,
That's me too. Yeah, not so big on
uh,
the spicy. Cool. So we got momentum this week. What else is coming up?
so 5:15 and at 6 o'clock, we'll be updating on what's coming up with the Easter egg hunt, the sunrise service, all those kinds of things. What's happening? David Brooks will bring us update on our facilities and making progress. Doesn't look like it, but I'm telling you, we're making progress. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
coming up, and then of course we got January's kind of our membership month, and we'll continue this. Every year we ask our members to renew their commitment or reaffirm, really, just
yeah.
reaffirm their commitment towards just operating around the 7 heart attitudes. We want membership to matter, and the way it matters that we kind of make this commitment together.
Absolutely.
And so this is a good thing. And then this coming Saturday, we have the memorial service for Helene Logue, a founding member of our church. It's going to be at 1 o'clock. I think most people kind of know about this that have been around our church for a while, and just a sweet woman. And so we look forward to celebrating her life and give thanks to that. And then when we do the stuff like that, man, it really makes us reflect on the brevity of life. It makes us think about how are we investing our life towards eternity, and our life will soon pass. And as I think as Elliot said, only that which is done for Christ will last. And so we want to make sure we're doing that. So back to what's in our hands. So that's coming up. So the membership, celebration of life, the momentum. And then a couple of things. We got Easter coming up the first part of April, but let me give you one more this weekend. My friend Gary Smith is one of the most catalytic people in the Baptist world, and he's done some phenomenal kinds of things in terms of church starting, church planting. His area has got a new book in the area of evangelism as well. It's really, really good. So I've invited Gary to come and to walk through Tierra Verde. He's been here before with me, and come and just look and give us ideas and things that we just may be overlooking because we're up close. And so Gary will be with us, and he's coming from the West Coast, coming back to Orlando to do some speaking the next couple of days. So he's going to stop by and spend 2 or 3 days with us. And so you'll get to know him. Gary's just a remarkable guy. Also a person that was discipled by Harold Bullock, which some of our church has met, and they know about Harold. So Gary Smith will be with us this weekend.
Very cool. Awesome. So lots of stuff coming up, lots and lots of stuff coming up. What's one way, because with everything going on, right, it can feel like, oh, I could do this or I could do this. What's one way that folks can be praying for the churches?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, man. I think that we really, really would like to start right after Easter. We're going to use some run-up time. You and I have been talking about it. But run-up time, we really need a person that God would bring along to us. Either we can go out and find them or somebody in our congregation that would give us help with our children's area, particularly like for a 6 or 8 week Wednesday night deal, so that we can invite in the community. We've got to get some things going related to the children, and almost like a kids club kind of deal, probably grade school, probably the age bracket on that. But we're going to need some helpers. If we get someone to give leadership, we're still going to need some of our people to step in and help, right? Yep, and so if they would just pray about that specifically, that God would lead us to the right person, the right time. As you and I, again, were talking about before we started recording today, our building is the right place, right time. The need is here. The kids are around here. We're going to be a central focus point. It's hard to reach kids one by one. They typically like to be reached with their families and friends, which means you have to have things going on, right? That's going to impact them. And so if you would just pray, if our church family would just pray that God would give us people that would step into the leadership role, a person step in, and the people to help. And then pray for our community, pray for the children, that they would be responsive, and their parents. We've talked about getting parents together and tell them what's going on. And so just pray about the whole children's area. It's never going to be a massive children's program, like say somebody's like Orlando or inside the middle of Tampa, but there are children here that need Jesus. And there's families that need Jesus, and we can be the light of the world to them and share what we found in Christ. So pray about that.
Great encouragement. What a great encouragement. Well, Pastor Will, thank you so much for the time today. Thank you all for watching the Island Church Weekly podcast. We'll see you back here next week.